29-year-old Errol Nathaniel Rico has been enjoying the best of two worlds since he moved from the city back to the province. He has the perks of a city salary, but benefits from lower costs and some things that only country life offers.
I get to eat freshly made food every day. This native chicken, we just bought this from our neighbor. It's his, he's raising the chicken. Then this coconut meat was freshly picked from the coconuts outside our house.
Errol's hometown is in Aklan province in the Philippines. The capital, Manila, is an hour away and draws young people from around the country, like Errol himself, when he was just 16 years old.
You're dreaming of working in a high-rise building, working in a corporate attire, and riding the elevator, going out for coffee. When I experienced that, my first thought was wow, it's really expensive having this lifestyle.
This was Errol's life in the city for 10 years. He lived from paycheck to paycheck. And despite spending a quarter of his salary on rent, he could only afford a shared room. He had to share a toilet with 11 others and didn't even have a bed to call his own.
Pre-pandemic, there are 12 tenants in a single unit. One room is for the day shift where I belonged, and the other room is for the night shift. So per room, there are 6 renters. During the day, although most of our schedules doesn't align, some of us leave at 5 a.m., but most of the time we need to wait until the next person finishes using the bathroom because there's only one bathroom in the unit.
At times, he ran out of money, and colleagues would share food with him on such days. All this meant he would spend more than he earned.
Everything is priced at a higher rate compared to in the province. You can grow your own food, but there you need to buy unless you can cook.
3 years ago, Errol had enough. He quit the big city and returned to the province. Here, his family has a small farm and there's no rent to pay.
So after moving back to the province, my budget allocated for rent eventually got allocated in our monthly expenses here in our house, for groceries, utilities, and some of them are eventually for the farm. It's allocated for the labor, for the fertilizer, the pesticides. So at least I get a return of investment, having that farm. After the harvest, you need to dry up the rice, the freshly harvested rice. After drying it up, you get to send in a mill house where they will mill the rice, and that's for our own consumption. But most of the time, we sell the harvest.
But Errol hasn't entirely quit city life. He's still doing the same job he had in Manila's financial hub. From the province, he's able to work from home as a social media community manager.
With my current company, thankfully, they've stayed with the Manila rate compared to the provincial rate because it really helped a lot.
He does have other expenses.
From time to time, I would say I get at least, let's say, 5,000 to 3,000 because now we're taking care with a lot of pets. So usually it would consume I would say 8,000 from my income just for their pet supplies, for their food, since there's so many of them. Wait lang, pupunin lang po natin si Charlie. Charlie!
But Errol is finally able to save some money every month. There's also relief in no longer having to share a bathroom with 11 other people.
So unlike in Metro Manila where I need to wait for a couple of minutes to more than an hour to use the bathroom, here I get to use it any time of the day or whenever I want since there's only 2 of us.
There are also downsides. While Aklan province is known for its pristine beaches and festivals, it's also typhoon prone. And Errol has found himself without electricity when power lines go down without warning.
It affects my work because my work really relies on electricity, especially with the internet connection and as well charging my equipment that I'm currently using for work. Like last time, our line here got affected because the main line exploded. So for like a whole day, we have no internet connection. So my only option was to use the cellular data. But for me to use that, I need to go outside in the rice field because here inside our home, there's no signal.
Weighing up the trade-off between city and province is something familiar to many young people here. Moneymind recently told the story of another Filipino millennial who moved from the province to the big city.
Nag-pop up lang po sa YT feed ko, tapos clinic ko pinanood. I ended up commenting on that video because I've already experienced his struggles like living in the city. Like compared to my life here now, I want people to have a comparison because life in the city is really tough. Like if you don't have the financial means, you won't survive.
Errol says he's happy with this decision to move from the city back to the province. His current big financial goal is to save up to finish constructing a weatherproof and permanent house for the family. Although building work started 16 years ago, it still doesn't have a roof or a proper floor. So Errol hopes to continue working from home, saving the $500,000 pesos he estimates he'll need to finish up the house. He's hoping for a salary increase and possibly a career shift in the future.
And also, if the need arises, like why not take opportunities like abroad? Why not? If the opportunity knocks at my door, I would gladly accept it. I hope that everyone who's struggling right now, just like me in this current financial situation, that I hope that the wheel turns for us eventually in our favor.